of it. New York. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Alright. Share your goals with others. Don't be a coward. Don't do it. So, sharing your goals with other people. I myself have been afraid over time to share my goals with other people. I'm like, oh, what if they think I'm cringe? What if they think I'm this? What if they think I'm that? And I'm just like, the people who think you're gonna be cringe or dumb or embarrassing or silly or whatever, they're not the people who will align to you anyway. So if someone calls you, oh, that's stupid, oh, you'll never be able to achieve that, you're not compatible with them anyway. So it doesn't matter. Just if they say that to you, just be like, oh, okay, well, you're just not mature. You're just not mature. You're just not on my level. Just plain simple as that. Just the people, and then the people who are like, oh wow, okay, yes, that's like you're hyping up with somebody, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that. I want to do this. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's who you want to associate with. And there's just so much joy and so much happiness in sharing what you're gonna do, and sharing your goals and sharing your dreams with other people, because you're talking about what you're gonna do, and it's almost like a reminder of the stuff that you're gonna achieve, right? So I was talking to a friend the other day. I was hanging out with a girl, and I was telling her about I want to move to Bali in 4 years. Hams has been talking about it. So many people are talking about it, and it just looks like so much fun. Like, I want to get if there's someone who, oh my gosh, dude, excuse me. If you know motorcycles, you know bikes, then you'll know what I'm talking about. I want a Yamaha R3. Family's being weird. Anyway, I want a Yamaha R3. It's a sport bike, and I want to put this like this racing kit on it. I want to modify the exhaust, and I want to just drive around Bali on a sport bike, and I want to go to the gym, and I want to meet people. I want to have a nice villa. I want to get a dog. What else do I want for my Bali trip? What do you think? I have a whole photo album on my phone for my Bali trip and all the things that I want to achieve. So that's another thing too, is for your goals, get a photo album. I'm being so serious. So serious. Literally everything that you want to achieve, almost like a vision board, right? That you can kind of check off in real time. Me, I'm a very big car person. So in my photo album, I have all my dream cars that I want to buy. Every last one of them that I want to buy in life. And I have my dream physique. I'm sure you've seen, if you're into movies at all, if you're into superheroes at all, I'm sure you've seen the movie Captain America, right? The first one. Captain America, the first Avenger. And in that movie, he's this scrawny guy, and he goes through government testing. And they make him into a super soldier. And this dude's physique is my dream physique. I want to look like Captain America when I'm done with my bulk. I'm in the middle of an intense bulk right now, actually, and that's kind of where I'm headed. Anyway, besides the point. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Is the Captain America physique, and that's a goal that I've shared with so many people. There's a friend of mine who I work with, who we're just constantly talking about fitness. We're constantly talking about our goals, and it's just such a positive environment. It's such a positive positive thing to talk about. I love, like, we'll have 20-25 minute conversations about just fitness and bodybuilding. We're actually gonna hit a lift on Monday, which I'm so excited. I'm recording this on Saturday, so I'll by the time this video goes out, I would have already hit the lift. But yeah. And then we're talking about goals. We're talking about vision boards and whatever. That's a person who I share my goals with, because I know he's gonna share his goals with me, and that's the second step. Step one is to feel confident sharing your goals to whoever, right? Step two is to find people who resonate with you, find friends who align with you, and find friends who align with you and match your energy and match your goals. Maybe not match your goals exactly, but they hype you up and they cheer you on. Now, where can you meet these people, right? So I've told you that they exist. How do you find them? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Just go outside of your house more. Just go outside and figure out things that you could do, right? Figure out how you can meet people in situations that you're comfortable with. Obviously, if you're not into dance or whatever, don't go out and join a random dance class in hopes of meeting people. Like, don't do that. Do stuff that you're comfortable with. If you see a guy in the gym, like I'm a big time sneakerhead. Got a whole thing of shoes right here. So I had on a pair of Jordan sneakers the other day, and I see a dude with a really nice pair of Jordan sneakers, and I go up to him. I was like, "Yo, dude, I love those shoes. Those are awesome." And he's like, "Yeah, thanks, bro. I love your shoes too." And we just had a whole conversation about shoes and sneakers. And then I was telling him some of my dream sneakers that I would like to get. He's like, "Oh, bro, I love that. That's awesome. My dream sneakers are da 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 da." And it was just such a great conversation. And one thing that I've noticed is that the people who poop on your hopes and dreams, there's not a lot of them. A lot of people are good quality people and they're uplifting people. But there's always going to be that one friend who's like, "Oh, you're never going to do that. You're never going to achieve that." And to them, I would just say, "Man, screw you. Get out of here." If you ask them what's your goals, you're like, "Oh, you think I write down my goals? You think I write down my hopes and dreams? What am I, an idiot?" No. Like, you don't want to be around those kind of people, man. So, just... Oh, almost forgot about this. Another thing, too, is that girls will heavily respect that. Will heavily respect you talking about your hopes and dreams. Anytime I've spoken to a girl about the stuff I'm gonna achieve, she's like into the conversation. She's like, "Oh my god," she's like, "Wow, that's really, really cool." And they're like kind of taken back. And I'll go back to my conversation with this girl that I was hanging out with. I was telling her about, like I said, I was telling her about Bali, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool. You gotta invite me down when you move, and it's just gonna be so exciting." And it's just like, it's such a good feeling to talk about your goals. So, yes, always share your goals, always talk about them. And if people hate on them, who cares? They're not meant to see them. God didn't show them to them. He showed them to you. Even if your own family doesn't support you, right? They're not meant to hear that. They can't fathom that. They're not meant to hear your goals. And that might stink. That might be hard. But if your own family doesn't support you, find people who do. And there are plenty of people out there who do. I promise. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. You got this. I'm so proud of you. You are going to do amazing things, and you're just going to crush it. You got this.